I'm doing quite well. Quite excited to get into game number two. Game number one was quite a lot of action. Not
Ten
a very
seconds
long game, but
remaining.
certainly there was a lot of action all around the map.
That's for sure, and the fan favorite Godot showing his punch skills. I wouldn't be too surprised if we
Radiant
do
to
see a
back.
respect ban coming out from TFA here to get rid of that punch. They do decide to take out their Mirana. They're not picking it up, and they do not want that offensive hero of the Mirana being thrown towards Immunity Dota. You know what I'm kind of hoping for this game? I'm hoping for a Shaitan
10
Venomancer.
seconds remaining.
Venomancer mid.
Like back in
5
spring.
seconds remaining.
Yes. It's just. I
Reserve
want it.
time.
That's what I want. There's nothing else to say about it. I absolutely love the Venomancer mid roll.
I think it was spring that he was doing like the Venomancer mid plays a few times. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I believe it was. But yeah, it's been a while, and Shaitan, he's usually on the offlane position these days. Slicks is their mid.
Dire team
But yeah, it's Shaitan mid is always very entertaining to watch. Not saying that Slicks isn't. Slicks is also a very skilled player in mid.
Shots fired.
No shots
But,
fired.
10 seconds remaining.
we will be seeing Immunity once again take out that Lycanthorpe. They really
5
don't want to
seconds
go up
remaining.
against that hero. And I'm
Radiant
kind of
team
wondering
back.
why. I mean, there is nice push potential coming out from the Lycanthorpe, and he does get quite scary into the mid to late game. I mean, max movement speed, a lot of damage. Those wolves. And if you pick up the Necromicon, you do have a lot of damage coming out of them. It's just, I don't know. I'm a little bit
Dire
skeptical, but it
team
looks like
pick.
Immunity, they just do not like going up against push. They've taken down the Nature's Prophet as well. TFA, they've taken out the AA in response.
Yep, still there's quite a few of those common heroes in the pool. Centaur's a very popular offlane pick, and a lot of the times we do see him picked up quite early. Wouldn't be too surprised there, although at the same time, Immunity can pick up a Timber Sword to easily
10
counter it.
seconds remaining.
There's so much in the pool there. If we could see Shadow Shaman once again, he's
5
been picked up quite a lot
seconds
recently. Nyx Assassin, we haven't seen, we've seen a little bit of Nyx Assassin, but mostly in the
Reserve
mid-roll
time.
so far this tournament. Yeah, it's really open to what Tolerance Fan Club can do. I feel like they're probably not going to go for something like they did last game where they were hoping to get some early towers. I think they'll probably try for a different strategy this time around, because last time it sort of fell apart for them.
Man, TFA, how do you think they want to try and go in this route? I mean, they've picked up an Invoker,
Radiant
and this doesn't
team
reveal
pick.
anything except a very strong
Yeah.
hero in general. And generally, Wex and Wex and Quaz. What am I talking about? I was gonna say Exhort. I've almost forgotten the orbs going around Invoker. I'm just a bad Invoker player. You ever see me play Invoker in pub? You've instantly lost your game. It's just I'm that bad. But do you think TFA, they're going to go for a more aggressive role? Do you think they might go for a 4 protect
10
1,
seconds
or in this case a
remaining.
3 protect 1? Or do you think they might try and
5
go for once
seconds
again a
remaining.
push lineup to try and get through Immunity's early game?
Reserve time.
It's too early to say, and to be honest, I have no idea. Yeah, Invoke is so versatile that this reveals nothing, as you said, from TFA. Well, Fudge picked up
team
again.
pick.
Well, this seems like Immunity seems like they're very happy to go with something that was similar to last game. They won't have the AA, of course, this time around. But yeah, I mean, this doesn't reveal too much from Immunity either, because Pudge is a very common pick on their side, and they actually pick up a Skyriff Mage,
Dire
who
team pick.
I can't actually remember the last time I've seen one of those.
I'm with you there. I can't remember when I've seen the Skyrath Mage, but I'm not surprised Pudge is going to come out. Balls, he's having fun, and why not? You snowballed the first game. You were 3 times that kill. I mean, the gold was through the roof at 16,000 with the XP, not too far behind. And let's go again, Pudge. Let's go aggressive and see how TFA responds to this, because Immunity,
10
they've already shown they're going to go
seconds remaining.
aggression. Will TFA decide to go counter-aggression, which is probably one of the
5
worst things to
seconds
do against
remaining.
Immunity, because they just have such good coordination. We try and go aggressive against them, they'll
Reserve
just have all the
time.
heroes in the right spot. Or do you think they might try and go for something a little bit more defensive and try and bring this out into the late game, which once again is Immunity's strong point?
Yeah, they could. Pudge obviously, not your standard late game hero, so that is a potential. Although, if immunity pick up on that sort of, if they see that TFA are going to go for that sort of late game, then immunity is certainly going to pick up something that can, at least one hero that can give them a little bit of extra push potential. But yeah, it's like I said before, it's so open at the moment. It's too early in the draft to really say what TFA want to do. And this Scarf Mage doesn't really reveal much. We don't see enough to really say, okay, this Scarf means are going for this. Yeah, it's really a bit of an open book. With this Scarf Mage pick though, I wouldn't be too surprised if we see something like something that's a little bit more resilient to magic damage. Maybe even like a carry lifestealer is a potential, but we'll see.
Carry Lifesteal would be actually a fantastic move right here. I mean, you have Centaur Warrunner, you have all the movement you could possibly want. You also have Pudge. You're gonna be ripping through him with your max health percentage, extra damage you grab out of Feast, and not to mention you've got your Rage, and you'll be basically mute against the Scarf Mage. However, the biggest problem there is though, if that silence hits you before you get that rage off, generally lifestealers, they're all about aggression. If you get silenced when you are running in for that aggression, you're dead. You're not going to get away because you're already committed more than what you should have, and you will die. So it will be an interesting pickup. I do really think they should go for that lifestealer, but we will see, as you've said, what they do decide to continue going on with.
Yeah, the thing is, you don't even have to walk in with a lifestealer. A Centaur, depending on the Centaur and how good his farm is, you can get a very quick blink. Usually you see it around the 12-13ish minute mark. However, we had a game, I believe it was not yesterday but the night before, a Centaur picked up a blinker within 8 minutes. And an 8-minute blink, that's insane. That's constant stops anyway. You can't really, even with some good warding, there's just gonna have a few blind spots where you can abuse. If you have a lifesteal that's infested there, wow, Meepo. Once you pop out, once you pop the rage, there's nothing that Scarf can do. Pudge is gonna fall very easily, as you said before, to the Feast. I have no idea what Immunity Dota are doing at the moment. This is gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, Team Immunity, the crowd favorites, just picking up all the favorite heroes. I mean, a Meepo. I'm pretty sure we saw him run a Meepo in our grand finals last year for the Defense of the Australians, if I'm not mistaken.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'm not sure, but I don't remember. I don't know what they're gonna do with this Meepo. It could be a support Meepo.
10 seconds
it could be. I'm not sure. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I've never seen a Meepo played by one of these guys from memory.
It should be a safe lane Meepo. I mean, you get your XP up, you hit your level 2, I believe it is. You get your first divided withstand. I'm not quite sure which levels you do get that at, but once you can get that early additional Meepo up and running, you can go absorb XP around the map and get into that jungle. So it will be a safe lane Meepo.
Well, that's what you're predicting, but with immunity, who knows?
10 seconds.
Yeah, I feel like this is a very fun lineup for them. They're just gonna try a few things out, see how it goes. Thomas Fan Club Association, they pick up the Slaughter, another hero who is very tanky, and once again pretty reliant on a Blink Dagger. You generally see Slaughter pick up a Blink Dagger very early, usually after boots, but depending on his farm, depending on how safe he is feeling in lane, and if he's got a nice early kill, he can go for a Blink Dagger before boots. But that's like super fast farm. He's basically been by himself, free, not contested at all. But I think Slaughter is still a good choice, and the amplified damage is certainly going to help up against some of these. Pudge doesn't really have a lot of natural armor. He sure he has a lot of health, but he's still going to be taking quite a lot of physical damage if there's a lot of minus armor on the side of Tolerance Fan Club Association.
And I really like the amount of lockdown they've also got once again. I mean, you have 2 AoE stuns. I mean, if you can line them up correctly together, you'll be able to do so much damage coming out from their side, but the problem is going to be able to line them up. I mean, Pudge is going to be hooking for you. Scarlet Mage will be sitting at the back waiting for you to come to them, and Meepo, I'm not going to be surprised if we get up
10 seconds
pretty
remaining.
early blink on him. Disregard getting a mechanism, which a lot of players do
5
tend to
seconds
pick up on a
remaining.
Meepo, and go for that early blink and start jumping on him, or even for the early Aghanim
Dire
Scepter
team
could also be quite beneficial. And now for Tinker, a minute are just going to be fighting from a distance, whereas TFA, they want to be coming up
Radiant
close
team
and taking these engagements. Now for Shadow Demon out and running, it's going to be a scary dry lane, as you have your Disrupt, you've got your Soul Catch on top of it, and then you have a stun coming out from the Slider. It's going to be a scary tri-lane, but the thing is, will they be able to make that tri-lane
10
pay off at the
seconds
start? I mean, if they
remaining.
take an early advantage, the Slider getting a kill or two against a Meepo, maybe the
Dire
Scarlet
team
Mage, which
back.
looks to be on the safe lane along with the Pudge, then they'll be sitting pretty for that mid game, but I think it's going to be
Radiant
very
team pick.
hard for TFA to push into immunity, whether to be push to get some of these towers because of the Tinker and the Pudge looming threat, or
Dire
rather to take
team
these
pick.
fights because they're generally going to be close range here. Shadow Demon's got a pretty short attack range to where you want it, or it feels short anyway, and Sada and Centaur will be in that mid engagement.
Yeah, and Queen of Pain pick up there from immunity. There's the Dazzle from TFA. Now, the Dazzle, I'm not too surprised. Very strong hero. And excellent support. Works off the Shadow Demon as well because the heal, once they pop out of the disruption, your heal bounces onto those two extra illusions, and you get a little bit extra damage off. But yeah, it looks like there's going to be a Tinker offlane, Queen of Pain, and we're going to have Godo on Meepo. So looks like it's going to be a support. However, we have seen Godo go a semi-carry role in the past on heroes like, and because this is a Meepo, we have no idea what's going on. That's a potential pathway as well.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm disappointed it's not a safe lane Meepo, but then I'm still hoping they're going to go safe lane just to so at least get that part right. And speaking of the Meepo, over on the side of Team Immunity, Meepo will be picked up by
Prepare for
Godot, Bowls will be rocking up your Pudge once again, Shaitan will be taking up your Tinker, Slicks on your Queen of Pain, and finally, Risk will be running your Skywrath Mage.
And on the side of Tolerance Fan Club Association, we do have Unicorn on the Centaur Warrunner. Too Easy for Tolerance is sitting on the Invoker, Snaggle on that Slather. We've got Toll on the Shadow Demon, and last but not least, we do have a Dyslexia on the Dazzle.
And the ward goes down, the ward will spot the entire side of TFA. I think they should have seen the ward get placed as they did have daylight vision over each other. It looks like Shadow Demon's trying to find any kind of pick off he wants, but the movement speed of all these heroes are faster, but there was a little bit of a creeper. They've got the disruption, nice silence coming out onto Central Warrior, slowing him down a little bit. Balls could be in a little bit of trouble here. Not going to be the case, and it looks like TFA, they're just going to have to retreat. They might find a lucky kill on Shaitan, but Shaitan does walk the right way. And we do have a crush going out, and not just a little bit more of some spells being thrown out there, and another ward being thrown up. And once again, I think they saw it. They've got the sentry ward down, and that's early map vision going down the drain for TFA, and that's going to be very hard for this mid invoker
battle
against a
begins.
Tinker who'll be controlling these runes. Or mid central,
Yeah,
actually.
certainly.
Night enfold me.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I can't say I've seen a centaur run mid in competitive.
I can't say I have either. I've seen the safe lane solo Invoker, but not a Centaur mid.
Nah. Centaur against the Pudge is actually not too bad of a lineup. I mean, you do have your movement speed once you have that level 6, so you can get out of the rot. You've got a stun for any kind of scariness, and a little bit of a back and forth going on mid lane, trading hits, and a little bit of rod taking them both down a little bit. But Pudge, he has been pulled to Tango. He's got a lot of regen on him, so he'll be working towards that bottle quite fast. And so does Centaur Runner, but he doesn't, unfortunately, did not get pulled, so he might have a little bit more of an issue against this Pudge. But the action, it will be down on bottom lane. We do have the Dazzle Shadow Shaman looking to find their first little pick off, but unfortunately, Risk, he is watching where they're going around on the map.
And I was actually wrong. It's going to be that Pudge in mid, and Slicks is going to be the safe lane this time around. A little bit, a little bit outside of their norm for laning. But when you've got a Pudge in your team, you can't never really say exactly who's going to go.
And the final ward from TFA got counter-warded by Immunity, so they've got zero vision on this map. Well, Immunity, they got 2 wards down, they've got vision everywhere, and they're going to be sitting pretty at the moment. They're not going to be too afraid down this bottom lane anymore because they needed that vision to try and catch any of these heroes trying to get any kind of damage against them or any kind of out of position heroes. But now they're just going to have to wait for immunity to come away from this tower, and I don't think they're going to be able to find it.